Good evening, sports fans. This is your announcer, Doug Okar, coming to you live from the internet. Two teams tonight are performing, but first, let's meet your referee for tonight's Comedy Sports match, Maria Bartholdi!
Hi, everybody! How are you doing tonight? Wow, it's so nice to not see any single one of you. What's up? I'm your ref for tonight's match. My name is Maria. Everybody say hi, Maria. All of you, use your chat. I want to see your wonderful words that you type in there, your great suggestions throughout the night. You can change your chat to say all panelists and attendees, and that way everybody can see your awesome suggestions. So that's just a little tip from me to you on how to give good suggestions tonight. Change to all panelists and attendees in your chat. Hey everybody, what the heck is up? Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely evening for some comedy sports. Even though it's virtual, we're still gonna bring you an awesome match where you have two teams competing head to head in full contactless comedy, the red team and the blue team for points and laughs awarded by you, our loyal fans. I assume a lot of you have seen one of our matches IRL, that stands for in real life, before, but just in case you haven't, let me tell you what's going to happen tonight. Like I said, we're going to have two teams, a red team and a blue team, competing head to head for points and laughs. At the end of this night, one of the teams is going to stay home. I was going to say he's going to go home a loser, but they're just going to stay home a loser, which is, you know, honestly even worse. And one team is going to stay home a winner, decided by you, our loyal fans. This is, of course, improvised. Everything you see here tonight is made up off the tops of our heads. Nothing is written down beforehand. Nothing is scripted. And because of that, we're going to need your suggestions to help us out with scenes and games that we play tonight. So everybody who's wondering, like, I'm not going to be playing out there tonight. I'm actually the referee of tonight's show. That's right, stripes equal power. And as a referee, I have a couple of very important jobs. I will be calling time on all of our games. And of course, I will be calling fouls during our match because we are a sport. Yes, we have some fouls. The first is the very most important foul. It is the ComedySportz brown bag foul. All right, everybody, I know you're in your homes. Maybe you're watching this, you know, on your couch with your family, maybe on the floor of your dining room for some weird reason. Maybe you're a dog and you're eating scraps from dinner. Maybe you're in your bathtub. I don't care. I want everybody to say and do this motion with me for the brown bag foul. Arms out. I'm going to count to three. I want you to do this with me wherever you are. 1, 2, 3. The ComedySportz brown bag foul. Awesome job. I saw you out there. You were doing it. Great work. Great work out there. Yeah, the ComedySportz brown bag foul. All of our comedy here is above the belt. So the brown bag foul happens whenever a player will say something or do something that's so lewd, crude, or gross. Basically, nothing you'd want to hear your grandma say or nothing you'd want to say in front of your grandma. I will call time on the game, and the offending player will have to wear a brown paper bag over his or her head for the remainder of the game. And they, of course, will lose one big comedy point. Those are going to be pretty important. Keep in mind, of course, this foul can also be called on you out there in the audience, and it's a punishment, not a reward, okay? The way this is called virtually is if you say or do something in chat that is lewd, crude, gross, or just below the belt, we're going to have our moderators boot you out of the match. So please don't do anything like that because you'll not be able to re-enter. The other foul I can call is the ComedySportz groaner foul. All right, everybody say and do this with me. Count to three. Okay, hands out. 1, 2, 3. The ComedySportz groaner foul. That's right, we have high standards of comedy here at ComedySportz Twin Cities. So anytime a player does something so punny, so ridiculous that it just makes you groan, or in fact type groan in the chat, I will call the ComedySportz groaner foul, and that offending player will have to apologize to you. If you do not accept their apology, they will once again lose one big comedy point. Let's practice this though for an example. Announcer Doug Okar, do you have an example of something that might trigger the groaner foul?
Yeah, I'll take another wine, thanks. What?
Ooh, where are you, Napa?
No,
nice.
This is my place, yeah.
Oh, cool. Do you have a groaner foul example for us?
Oh, sure. Maria, how did the hipster burn their mouth?
How?
They ate the pizza before it was cool.
I actually think that's very funny. But maybe that'll be a groaner foul. Hey, order something for me, Doug. What'd you think? That's an example of a groaner foul. So yeah, if you hear anything like that, please type groan in the chat, and the offending player will have to apologize or lose one big comedy point. Well, like I said, we are all here doing this improvised, making it up off the tops of our heads. So we're going to need suggestions from you out there, our loyal fans, to help us, generate ideas for the games and scenes we're going to play. So let's practice getting some suggestions right now. So get your typing fingers ready. How many words a minute you got? I'm like 71. It's below average. Okay, so let's practice getting suggestions. Everybody, on the count of 3, type your first name in the chat. 1, 2, 3. All right, we've got John, Mike, Victoria, Tanya, Jill, Jacqueline, Candy. Hi, everybody. Leo, Nathan. Awesome to see you. How about everybody type in where you're watching from tonight? Let me know where in the world you are viewing this Comedy Sports match. Little Canada, Madison, Wisconsin, Crystal, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Duluth. Hi, Duluth. That's back where I'm from. Iowa, Ohio. Wow, this is so cool. Key West, is that for real? Mars. Ooh, I want to be on Mars with Susie. That sounds fun. Well, excellent. And how about, let's see, on the count of 3, I want you to write in chat the thing you're most excited to do once quarantine is 100% over. What are you most excited to get out there and do? Type it in the chat for me. I want to see your answers. Get a haircut. Yeah, same. My bangs are not in a good shape. See the sun. Oh, you can do that right now. Go to Disney World. Grandma's house. That's awesome. Great suggestions, everybody. Anyway, I'll be coming to you all throughout the match. I'll be reading them off, and when I find one I like, we'll settle on that and use that to inspire the game or scene that you'll see. Okay, so the other thing I have to tell you to do before we get started is, besides switching your chat to all panelists and attendees, is switching your view to gallery view. So that'll be up in the right-hand corner of your Zoom call. There's speaker view and gallery view. You want to be on gallery view so you can see the games and scenes properly played out for you here tonight. Okay. Before we start, one last thing to do, and that is the Comedy Sports clap down. We're going to get our players in here. We're going to start at 5, and we're going to do a polite little golf clap, okay? Just very reserved, very beautiful. And by the time we get to 1, I want everybody screaming and shouting and hooting and hollering, yes, in real life, so loudly that your neighbors think you're hosting an unsafe party with more than 10 people, okay? I want you to get to that volume level to welcome our players onto the playing screen. Let's start out at 5. Just a little nice golf clap, yeah. 18th green, nice putt. Okay, 4, a little bit louder, okay. 3, a little bit louder, let's hear it. 2, a little bit louder. And 1, let's hear it for our players!
Oh, it's Comedy Sports live on the internet. 2 teams tonight, the St. Paul Fire versus the Minneapolis Ice. In red, the St. Paul Fire, they are Logan Martin, Katie Moen, and Captain Nate Hesberg. And now, in blue, coming from the west side, it's the Minneapolis Ice. They are Bradley Machoff, Michael Bruckmuller, and the referee, Katie Bonelli. Once again, your referee, Maria Bartholdi.
Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful teams, wonderful teams. All right. Now, when I say the next 5 words, I'm going to say them a lot throughout this match. I want you at home to go to level 1 again for me. And those 5 words are captains to the playing field. Yes. Let's hear. We've got Captain Katie, Captain Nate. Shake hands. This is a civil match. Yes, socially safe. Wonderful. All right, so instead of an opening coin toss, I don't have a coin because I was a theater major. So what's going to happen is I want to play a little show and tell. So run something in your house. I want you to run and grab something, and I want you to tell the class about it because, this is how show and tell works. I mean, basically, we did it in kindergarten, and we're going to do it here as an adult. Something maybe you're proud of. Okay. What do you got there, Katie?
It's my love rock.
And Nate, what do you got?
These are a couple of children I
All right, I'm going to give that to Captain Nate. You in control of the opening coin toss.
My kid's only upstairs.
I'm sorry, real children beat a love rock, Katie. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, wait, you've got one. You've got a real love rock in there.
I got one right there.
Captain Nate, what game would you like to challenge Captain Katie to in an opening head-to-head game?
Well, we'd love to challenge them to the head-to-head game of Pass the Mic.
Pass the mic. Captain Katie, do you accept?
We do.
Excellent. Prepare your teams. Okay, so what's going to happen in the game of Pass the Mic is both teams will challenge each other to rhyme passing the mic from one to another. And basically, it's an elimination game, so anybody who doesn't rhyme correctly, falls out of meter, takes too long, repeats a rhyme, anything like that, I will call them out, and the team with the last player standing will get 5 big comedy points. Okay, that's how it's going to work. We're going to rhyme a lot of things, your names, nouns, just basically any words. Let's get all the players back onto the playing screen here so we can kick off the game of Pass the Mic. Here they are, looking cool, everybody, looking cool. Can I have everyone throw up your number? Before we started this game, we assigned them a number 1 to 6 for the first, Nate, that is excellent, for the first round of Pass the Mic. All right, to kick things off, let's get a suggestion for them. So put your name into chat. Once again, we did this at the start of the show. I want a name for them to rhyme for this first round of Pass the Mic. We've got Phil, we've got Eustace, we've got Karina, we got Brian, we got Tate, Noah. Ooh, I like Noah. Let's rhyme the name Noah, and we're going to start with player number 1. That is Captain Nate. Pass the mic.
We're about to start a rap about a guy named Noah. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
His favorite vacation spot is Goa. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to call Katie out because she is on mute. That is the mute foul. I'm sorry, Katie.
Good, it rhymes. It rhymes.
You know, I believe you, but I just can't take your word for it.
It was Showa. It was Showa.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Thanks.
Katie, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, red team is down a member due to the mute foul, which I just invented. All right, in chat, please give me the word. Give me something that you might find around your house, an everyday object. Type it in chat. Type it in chat. Lamp, a pot, scotch tape, a coin, a spoon. Ooh, I like spoon. Spoon's going to be the word we're going to have to rhyme this round, and we're going to kick things off once again with Captain Nate.
Gonna do a little rap about a thing called a spoon. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I use it to eat cheese on the moon. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I'm sharing it with my friend the raccoon. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Oh, I bet the raccoon, he needs a spoon. Pass the mic.
Oh, hold on. Logan, spoon was a suggestion.
Oh, no, it was something. I was muted.
Nope, you can't. Nope, it doesn't count. Get out of here.
Oh.
Although spoon does rhyme with spoon, the real foul is that raccoons don't use spoons. They use their cleanly washed hands. You know, they're ready for quarantine. They've got their masks. They've got their washed hands. All right, so
We're doing really good.
yeah, the red team. Nate, you're the only person left for the red team. What's going on? You've really got to hold this thing together. Blue team, still all 3 players. Let's get another suggestion for round number 3 here. How about somebody's last name? Let's get somebody's last name. Last name in chat. Throw it on up. Don't care how hard it is to spell because you know how to spell it. Ooh, I like, let's take Franklin. Franklin, same as our, not president, but proprietor of the $100 bill. Proprietor? I don't know. He's on it. Anyway, Franklin will be the name we're rhyming. Once again, starting with Nate. Don't mess this up, buddy.
Look out. Who is it? It's Franklin. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
When he goes to work, yeah, he's banking. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I would like to talk about a record contract right now because I feel like I'm delivering, you know?
You know what, Michael?
Like...
You know, that is the opposite of delivering, actually. You're, like, not delivering, so you're out.
Cool.
Out of here.
Thanks.
What a girl.
It's been fun.
No, yeah, we got one groaner follow. Yeah. One groan's not good enough to set off my groaner follow alarm, sorry. But he's out of there. All right, Nate, still alive. Let's get another first name in chat. Type your first name, your partner's first name, your dog's first name, your cat's first name. I don't really care. Throw it up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I like Edmund. That's a cool name. Edmund is what I'm going to take. We're going to start, let's see, once again with Nate. You're in Edmund. Let's go.
Another name I heard, it is Edmund. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
From the California city of Redmond. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He's a guy and his name is Fredman. Pass the mic.
Katie, Fredman is not a name. Fredman In no universe is anybody's name
I got a best
Fredman.
friend named Fredman. I don't know, man.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you for a second. Get out of here. All right, Captain Nate, you've managed to survive this long. Nate versus Bradley here in our final round of Pass the Mic. Once again, let's get a one-syllable word in the chat. One syllable is like cat. You know what I mean? We all went to school. I mean, allegedly. Let's see. Bike, jug, we've got frog, orange. Oh, James, you're so rude. Orange, brick, snake. Ooh, I like snake. Let's take snake as our rhyming word for this last round of Pass the Mic. And why break with tradition? Nate's going to kick it off once again.
Let's get,
Who's this? Who are you?
Tammy?
Tammy, you look a lot like a Katie Mullen.
Oh, I'm not. I'm Tammy Johnson. Not.
I can see your roots, Tammy. Get on out of here.
Also, you didn't change your name on your screen.
Oh, yeah. Called up.
So disappointed in my team.
You know what, Nate? You've got to answer for them in the end. All right, let's go. Captain Nate, start us off with snake.
Snake. Okay. Look out, everybody. Here comes a snake. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
during this time, I've done a lot of bake. Pass the mic.
Hold on.
Pass
Stop,
the mic.
Bradley. You've done a lot of bake. That doesn't make grammatical sense. You are out of there. Captain Nate, you red team wins. Nobody thought it could happen, including me. Congratulations. Give it up for the red team in chat, everybody. They came from behind.
You're
I also just want to point out I never had to rhyme that entire game.
You know what? I had to help you out. Your teammates, including Tammy, kind of let you down. All right, Captain Nate, you are the proud recipients of 5 big comedy points, making our score 5-0, and you guys get control of the very first choice game. What would you like to play with your red team?
I think we want to play New Choice.
New Choice, wonderful. Please prepare your team. All right, for the game of New Choice, a classic comedy sports game, in the chat, can I please have a suggestion of something that's like the worst present you ever got? For me, it was a brown sweater, and I have a video evidence of me opening this sweater on Christmas Eve, or Christmas morning, and it's just not bad. A single shoe, a filing cabinet, 2 people for socks, Fortnite slippers, an ugly necklace. Yeah, I feel you there. Protein powder. Okay, I like protein powder. I have also been given protein powder. All right, let's get the first. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to explain the game first. So what's going to happen is the blue team is going to be doing a scene out here. Excuse me, the red team is. Wait, who won that game? Captain Doug. Announcer Doug. Who won this last game of Pass the Mic?
The red team won. The red team won.
Okay.
Yes.
So the red team will come out here playing the game of New Choice. At any point during that scene, I can pop on screen and say New Choice. And a member of that team has to make a new and different choice. And I'm going to keep on saying New Choice until I land on something that I like, and that becomes the new reality in the scene. For example, if I was going to the refrigerator to get something, I'd open it and I pull out a glass of milk. And I might say, New Choice. Pull out a glass of orange juice. New choice. Grandma, what are you doing in the fridge? Get out of there, you silly goose. So that's an example of how we might play the game of New Choice. Once again, the suggestion is protein powder. Let's get the first 2 players from the red team here on the playing screen to begin the game. We've got Captain Nate, and we've got, who's it going to be? It's going to be Logan. Okay, so you 2 are going to start the scene off. Remember, anytime I say New Choice, you're going to have to make a new and different choice. Let's see it.
Hey, Chet, can I ask you a really important question?
Yeah, bro, what's going down?
I was lifting so hard the other day.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, I was doing it without protein powder, though.
Bro, what?
I know.
You learn and lift in school.
Look.
You got protein powder. That's the only way you'll build mass.
I'm not worried about mass. I'm worried about what's going to happen to my arms. Are they just going to turn
New choice on arms.
I'm not worried about mass. I'm just concerned about brunch later.
New choice.
I'm not concerned about mass. The only thing that I'm concerned about is if we're still going to Applebee's.
Yo, Tony, it's endless riblets. You know we're going to Applebee's.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll never let you down, bro.
Okay. I was worried because I didn't have the protein powder that you wouldn't want to see me in public anymore.
I'll never let you down. I'll never leave you again except for that one time at camp. But that was a whole different scenario.
Ooh, no, new choice, Logan.
I'll never let you down except for if you ever talk to Stephanie again.
New choice.
If you ever are late on filing your taxes, April 15th is a real thing.
New choice.
If you will ever worry about my physical fitness, I only worry about yours.
New choice.
If you ever take the last riblet in unending, endless riblets, I will find you and I will never not go to endless riblets with you ever again.
Okay, that's fair.
Welcome to Applebee's.
Yeah. What's up, Debbie?
Nate, new choice.
Yeah. I want one of those pink drinks.
New choice.
Hey, Mom.
It's so sweet that your mom works at Applebee's. I'm Mrs. Anderson.
Yeah.
Son, I told you never to call me Mom here. It's embarrassing. Let
Sorry.
me walk you to your table. Can I get you an endless margarita or some endless giblets?
New choice, Katie.
Can I get you a roll of toilet paper or a box of chicken?
New choice.
Can I get you a date or help you find the exit?
Mom.
Yeah, I'll take a date. I'll take a date, Mrs. Anderson.
I was hoping you'd say find the exit, but okay. Let me
It's
see.
been a long time. I'm the only kid in high school that's never been on a date. Are you able to help me talk to the other high school girls?
Sure, 1 second. Let me check in back.
They keep the high school girls in back.
That's creepy. Why would you say that?
I don't know. It's what she
This is Andrea. Andrea, do you want to go on a date with him? Okay. That's
And
it.
that's time in the game of new choice. Give it up in chat for the red team. Yeah, Andrea, you know what? None of us blame you. None of us blame you. All right, loyal fans, keep that game in mind. It's going to go up head-to-head versus whatever the blue team wants to play. So Captain Blue, come onto the playing screen. There's Captain Katie. What game would you like to play with your team, Katie?
I still can't believe we lost that first game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was, the odds were in your favor, you know?
Well, I think that means that we're going to probably just try to play Oscar winning moment.
Ooh, Oscar winning moment. Excellent. Please prepare your team. For this game, I'm going to need a suggestion from you loyal fans in the chat of something that is just very mundane or boring. Something like a chore, something you hate doing, but something that's necessary. You got to do it, whatever, every day, every week, whatever it is. Put it up in the chat. Cleaning toilets, washing dishes, mowing the lawn, sweeping. 2 people say cleaning toilets, being on Zoom. Yeah, I feel you. Matching socks, homework. Ooh, I like homework. Let's take that suggestion. Homework will be the suggestion for this scene. So at any given point, some of our players will be doing this scene for Oscar moment, somehow inspired by homework. At any time, I can say Oscar moment, and then that player must give the speech that won them the Oscar. Yeah, believe it or not, 3 Oscar winners coming from this next scene. All right, the suggestion is homework. Let's see the scene, Oscar winning moment.
I don't understand algebra, Dad.
It's okay, sweetie. It's important that you understand it. But you're not going to understand it right away because, you see, with algebra, the answer is literally in the problem.
What?
Well, so the letter is in the problem, and that's the answer you're looking for.
Dad, can't we just go outside and, like, play in a tree or maybe, like, watch, Scooby-Doo or something?
All the trees require you to know algebra now, sweetheart. It's the 21st century. Here, come on, I'll show you. Let's go to the backyard. Come on, sweetie, come on. Right, you see this willow?
Yeah. What a beautiful willow.
Hello, Mr.
Katie, Oscar winning moment.
I mean, look at it just flowing in the wind. It's as if it's saying, come play with me. I feel like I can actually hear it, Dad. It's saying to me. It wants me to climb it. It wants me to play. It wants me to be a kid. Dad, I can't ignore that call. I have to go to the tree.
Yeah, so all you have to do is solve for X.
What?
You just gotta solve for X and you can get up there.
Sure.
Isn't that right, Wally?
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't solve for X, you'll never be able to climb me.
Oh.
Bradley, Oscar-winning moment.
I've lived for thousands of years, right in this spot. Generations of your family have tried to climb on my limbs, but none have been able to do so, because none can solve for X. It's an amazing thing being able to solve for X. So many problems are suddenly solved in the world, like peace and famine and love. So if you love me, you'll solve for X and climb up my branches.
Daddy, I love this tree.
I know.
But that also means endless generations never solve for X. If it's so important to learn algebra, Daddy, why didn't you learn algebra?
Okay. So...
Michael, Oscar-winning moment.
You're right, sweetie. I never learned to solve for X. The closest I could get was to solve for W. I never made it to X. I never made it to X.
Oh, it's okay, Daddy. X is 35.
And that's time on the game of Oscar-winning moment. Give it up for the blue team in chat. Yeah, I know. Me either, Michael. I've only ever solved for W. I think a lot of us can relate to that. All right, loyal fans. Now you have a hard choice ahead of you. Which team did you like better? We had the red team with the game of New Choice and the blue team with the game of Oscar-winning moment. Announcer Doug, remind us of the score, please.
Currently, the St. Paul Fire in red have 5. Minneapolis Ice have 0.
All right, so it's currently 5-0 in favor of the red team. Captain Doug is going to put up a poll that will appear on your screens right now. In fact, vote for which team you think should win the round, the blue team or the red team. That poll is going away in just a couple of seconds here, and the results will be known almost as instantaneously. I can't take the suspense. All right, Captain, I keep calling you Captain. Announcer Doug.
Someday.
Yeah, one of these days we're going to get you in there, buddy. Just keep putting in your time. Announcer Doug, can you reveal to us which team has secured those 5 comedy points?
We've heard it from our fans. They voted for the blue team, the Minneapolis Ice.
All right.
That now puts them on the board, 5-5.
All right, the score is all tied up, 5-5. Remember those 5 words I said you should scream and applaud for every time I say them. I'm going to do it again. Captains to the playing field. All right, Captain Katie, Captain Nate, it is all tied up. Captain Nate, I'm going to have you challenge Captain Katie to another head-to-head game.
Oh, well, great. Then we would love to challenge them to the head-to-head game of continuation.
Ooh, Captain Katie, would you like to go first or second?
We will go first.
Excellent.
We're going to go second?
Yeah, that follows, Nate. Great.
Cool.
Please prepare your teams for the game of continuation. For this, I'm going to need a suggestion. So can somebody tell me, what I really want to know is actually like something that you learned to do recently while you might have been locked in your home. What's a new skill that you've learned while you might have had a little more time to be inside learning various skills? What did I learn? I think some video editing stuff. Let's take a look here. Crying. Yeah, I got better at that too. Playing the bagpipes? No way. Playing the ukulele? Oh, cooking, sleep. Yeah, same. Foam armor. Wow, coding, game development. You people are really cool. I like woodworking and origami. Wow, holy cow. How to make Sweet Martha's cookies? Will you teach me how? I need them because we don't have a state fair. Tears, 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 tears. Okay, I'm going to take the suggestion of origami because a couple of people said that. Origami will be the inspiration for the scene we're going to see. What's going to happen is we're going to have the blue team start on screen. So let's get our first 2 players, and they'll be doing a scene. At any point, I will say switch, and the red team will have to swap in and take over those characters, those lines of dialogues. That scene from the blue team will swap back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Please keep your eye on the team you like better because that team will win 5 comedy points at the end of this game. The suggestion is origami. The game is continuation. Let's do it.
Here you go.
Thank you. You have done well.
Well, thank you.
I am so happy you have come to me with these origami swans.
Switch.
See, the swans remind me of my wife. Her name was Sylvia. She loves swans and she also looked like one. Thank you.
No problem. Whatever I can do to help you remember of Sylvia. She was such an important part of all of our lives.
Switch.
So are we all good now?
Yes. Yes, we are all good, except one thing. There is a surprise for you. Sylvia is here!
He's right. I am
Hello,
here.
Sylvia.
Switch.
And I am angry.
I thought you were gone forever.
Oh, I am not gone. I am here to tell you about your future.
Our future?
Our future together.
Switch.
Our future together means that distant futures will coincide and coalesce.
Switch.
And when it coalesces, it will become...
Vladimir, I am here. I am you from the future.
Switch.
Oh no! You get
Yes,
out!
I'm here for you. You've wronged me, and I said I would never let you live it down.
No.
You and me?
You...
Yes!
Switch.
Yes, you are him, he is you. Can't you tell?
Yes. Can't you tell?
I cannot believe this.
Switch.
I wanted to bake cookies before I had this happen.
Switch.
I wonder if there is a future me as well.
Switch.
Yes, it is me!
You are my future?
Switch.
Ah!
We've lived a long life together.
Switch.
That sounds so lovely. I'm so glad we can be here on Thanksgiving, no less.
Switch.
Turkey is my favorite.
And that's time in the game of continuation. Oh, thank you for both teams. We got ourselves into a really big pickle there at the end. Time, wibbly wobbly, you know what they say, wibbly wobbly. Anyway, I found myself in a meme. Loyal fans, once again, you're going to have to vote on which of those 2 teams you thought did a better job in the game of continuation. Announcer Doug will throw up a poll on your screen. There it is. Which team do you think should win the round? The blue team or the red team? Keep in mind the score is currently tied 5-5. The poll is going away in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I called it. All right. Announcer Doug, which team is walking away with 5 more big comedy points?
Looks like the fans really enjoyed the Red Team St. Paul Fire's contributions. 5 points to the St. Paul Fire.
All right, St. Paul Fire now leads 10-5. 10-5. That means Captain Red, Captain Nate, you're going to get to play a game of your choice this round. You better take yourself off mute. Thank you. What game would you like to play for your team?
Our team is going to attempt the game of dubbing.
Dubbing. Ooh, a tricky game. All right, prepare your team, Captain Nate. That's right. All right, so for the game of dubbing, we're going to need a suggestion. So in the chat, I want you to put A job you always wished you could have when you were little. And you're like, one day that'll be my job, but then it never happened, probably. Or maybe it did. That could be awesome. Mine was sculptor. I wanted to be a sculptor, but I'm a terrible artist. Astronaut, pilot, astronomer, movie director, zookeeper, magician. Ooh, I like magician. Let's stick with magician. Magician is going to be the suggestion for this game of dubbing. What's going to happen is 2 players from the red team will be on the screen and the third player will be off screen doing the voices for both players that are currently on screen. Then the players can swap it out as they see fit throughout the game, but one player will always be off screen providing the voices for the 2 players on screen. All right, so the suggestion, let's go. It is the game of dubbing magician.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to my child's birthday party. She is so excited about having you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I am the great Prestino. Watch. I will make a thing of flowers appear out of my fingers. Poof!
Oh, I got flowers on me. Okay. Anyway, she's right back this way. If you just come this way, all right? I'll show you where she is. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She's just back here in the living room.
Hi, little girl. I am a magician.
Okay. I'm 5.
Wonderful! Where is everybody else at your party?
I don't know. Do a trick.
Okay. Look at this. My pocket is empty, but now it has a thumb in it.
Boo.
How about this? I've got 2 ears and 2 fingers, and
They look like a rabbit.
what? And they're going. Listen, I just need the money. My wife wanted a divorce this morning, so now I've got to go out and make a living as a magician.
What does divorce mean?
Oh, okay. Good question. Good question.
I hate my birthday.
No, don't cry. Oh, your mother's coming.
What happened, dear? He was such a wonderful magician. Why are you crying? Mom, he had no real tricks, and he told us about mom and dad divorce issues, and I thought we were past that. Well, he should have talked about the baggage that your father and I carry into this household. It's your 5th birthday. Mom, can we start over? Can we have cake and maybe a single friend? Can a single friend come over? Sure, dear. We'll find a neighbor kid or somebody to come by. Oh, really? Really? You're the best mom ever. Thanks, Mom. Big hugs! Big hugs!
Oh, that's time in the game of dubbing. I like a beautiful ending. I'm here with all my friends. Thank you so much. Everybody, big round of applause for that team in the chat. Clap, 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 clap. Keep the game by the red team of dubbing in mind. Once again, it's going head-to-head up against a game from the blue team. So Captain Blue, get on in here. All right, Katie, what would you like to play?
I would love to play Hot Bell.
Hot Bell. Okay, this is going to be an awesome game. All right, so what's going to happen now is announcer, not captain, Okar is going to be sending the blue team into what I like to call the phantom zone. They are one by one going to be sent into a room from this webinar. They cannot hear and they cannot see any of the suggestions that you're typing in chat. They can't hear anything that I'm saying because this is going to be a guessing game. All right, there they all go. Bye-bye, blue team. So we are here, so let's like talk bad about them, right? All right. All right, so for this game of Hot Bell, I'm going to need 9 suggestions from you out there, our loyal fans. And the first thing I want you to give me is your favorite famous person. Type it in chat. Favorite famous person, not famous for anything bad, okay? Just famous for good things. Let's see it. We've got Hugh Jackman, Brad Pitt, a couple people for Brad Pitt, Barack Obama, David Copperfield, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Ooh, I actually like 2 people who wrote Brad Pitt, so I'm going to take Brad Pitt for that. Brad Pitt. Okay, now I'd like your favorite all-time movie. Favorite all-time movie. I'm going to write these down over here, too. Brad Pitt was number 1. Favorite all-time movie. We've got Lord of the Rings, Wizard of Oz, Rat Race, Pretty Woman, Napoleon Dynamite. Great options. Let's take The Princess Bride. I love Princess Bride, too. Princess Bride. Just watched it. Still holds up. All right, number 3. How about somebody who's well known from the 80s, an 80s persona. 80s persona, put it up in the chat. We've got Madonna. I guess Top Gun would also fit in there. Oh, a lot of Madonna. Prince Pat Benatar. Ooh, I want Huey Lewis. I want Huey Lewis. Not the news, just Huey Lewis. Number 3. Okay, number 4. How about your favorite book? Your favorite book. Throw it up in the chat for me here. Once again, Lord of the Rings, Ender's Game. Oh, that's a good one. Harry Potter, Dune. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna take, actually, oh, Pride and Prejudice. Okay, I'm for sure taking Pride and Prejudice. I love that book too. And I do improvise Jane Austen. So you know what, that tracks. Pride and Prejudice will be for books. Now let's get a country somewhere in the world. Could be your favorite country you've ever visited, somewhere that you hope to go one day once we can do that kind of thing again. Throw it up in chat. Ooh. We've got Croatia, we've got Greece, we've got Iceland, we've got Germany, Kyrgyzstan, okay, Spain, Albania, Turkey. Ooh, let's take Australia, that'd be wonderful to visit. And now let's get a city in Minnesota. A city in Minnesota. Could be where you're from. It could be a place you never want to go ever again. Cities in Minnesota. Rochester, Ely, Shakopee, Embarrass, Lakeville. Let's take Shakopee. I like Shakopee. Shakopee. Okay. Now I want an object from you. Something you can find around your house. It could be weird. Probably the weirder the better. An odd object in chat. Cash pants, a diaper, baseball bat, a remote, an oboe. Ooh, I like oboe. Let's take oboe. They're never gonna get that one. All right, now a TV show. If anybody writes Friends, I'm gonna boot you out of the chat. TV show, please. TV show, The Good Place, Downton Abbey, West Wing, Parks and Recreation, The Office, Seinfeld. I see you in there with Friends. I see you. Dateline. Okay, we're that's so mean. Dateline NBC is a suggestion. Dateline NBC, which has it still even on? I don't even know. Jane Pauley, like a million years ago. And finally, your favorite hobby. Hobby in the chat, please. Give me a hobby of any kind. Put it in the chat. Kayaking, ukulele, board gaming. I gotta take board gaming because that is my favorite hobby too. I'm gonna write it down as just like board games. Board games will be the suggestion. Okay, I'm gonna review these really quick. We've got Brad Pitt, Princess Bride, Huey Lewis, Pride and Prejudice, Australia, Shakopee, oboe, Dateline NBC, and board games. Okay, so we can now let the blue team come back into the room, announcer Doug. You can bring them slowly back while I explain this game. The game of Hot Bell works like this. 2 players from the blue team will be on screen, and they will be the people giving the clue. They will be the clue givers. One of the team members will be the guesser. Their eyes will be covered so they cannot see the clue at all. Because Captain Nate has been very lovely for us and has been writing down all of our clues for us to use in this game. We'll be showing them off. And the guesser will have their eyes closed. The 2 clue givers will give the clue, but they can only speak 1 word at a time. And they must ask their clue in the form of a question. When they think they have gotten to the end of that question, one of those players will say, ding, signifying the end of that question. If the player gets it right, they will get 1 comedy point. So there are 9 possible points coming with this game, so the opportunity to earn a lot of points, team. The only problem is you only have 2.5 minutes to get it done. So announcer Doug, are you ready to time this game?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes, I can.
Okay, so Doug will be timing this game 90 seconds on the clock. Captain Katie, who will be the first guesser for your team?
I will be.
Okay, so cover up your eyes. 90 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Hot Bell.
Who
Starred
in
fight
club?
ding.
Brad Pitt.
Yes, that is correct. Next clue.
What
Movie.
is
A.
classic?
And.
Has
A.
fight
Scene.
as
A.
a pirate?
2 minutes left.
Thing.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, Princess Bride is what we were looking for there. Next clue.
Who
Is
of
the
news?
ding?
Walter Cronkite.
No, we were going for Huey Lewis, but that was a great clue. Cover your eyes. Next clue.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
What
Jane
Austen
story
has
bravado.
ding?
Pride and Prejudice?
Yes! You somehow got it. Next clue. Next clue.
What
Country.
is
And
oceanic?
island.
Australia.
Yes! You got it. Next
1 minute
clue.
left. 1 minute.
Where
Is
this
Renaissance
city?
ding?
Milan.
No, we were going for Shakopee. Shakopee. Pretty different. Next clue.
45 seconds.
What
Instrument
has
a
double
reed.
ding?
A flute?
30 seconds.
It was an oboe.
Oh.
What
Show
is
on
a
network
and
is
15 seconds.
newsy?
Ding.
Bill Maher.
No.
10 seconds.
Last clue. Last clue.
What
Things
are
5 seconds.
you
play
with
your
friends?
and
Ding, out of time.
Board games.
Yeah! Wow, that is unbelievable! Unbelievable, blue team.
That was great.
Bradley, I should have known you'd get that one. He's a board game fan too. So you got correct 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 more comedy points to the blue team. Congratulations in that game of Hot Bell. So announcer Doug, can you please give us an update on the scores?
That makes it a pretty tight game. The St. Paul Fire have 10, the Minneapolis Ice 9.
Ooh, 10-9. That brings us to our last chance for points round. Captains to the playing screens! All right, Captain Katie, Captain Nate. Captain Katie, that was pretty impressive game of Hot Bell. I'm going to let you challenge Nate to a last chance for points game.
Thank you. I'm sweating. We'll play foot and mouth.
Ooh, foot and mouth. Do you accept, Nate?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Great, you have to. All right, so let's get all of our players on the playing screen for the game of foot in mouth. We're going to throw out the groaner foul for this game because this might be a little bit punny. What's going to happen is we're not stand-up comedians, but this is the closest to stand-up as we get. I'm going to get suggestions from you out there, our loyal fans, and the players will have to step forward and say the worst thing that they could say or do given that situation, thus putting their foot into their mouth. If I think it's funny, I will award them a point by saying yes, and if I don't think it's funny, I will say no, and they will get no points. So yes, is a point. No is no points. This is the last chance for points this game. So let's get suggestions up here to start them off for the game of foot and mouth. Could you please, I know this might be hard because this is not what the world's like right now, but please give me a suggestion of somewhere you might be with a lot of people if that were something you could do. Type it in chat. Graduation, the fair, the Mall of America. Ooh, I like Mall of America. I'm going to take Mall of America for this suggestion here for this first round of foot and mouth. Change my background back. Okay, Mall of America is your suggestion. Step forward and say the worst thing you could say or do in that suggestion for the game of foot and mouth. Let's go.
You know, there's no heating system in here. I just do aerobics all day long.
Yes, also true.
Excuse me, do you have another pair of pants I can try on? My water just broke in the dressing room.
Yes, also could happen, Katie.
There's never too many Victoria's Secrets.
Yes.
How much you want to bet that I can knock down these walkers?
No.
You know, they call it the Mall of America because there has to be one person from every state in this place at all time.
No.
America, eh? I thought it was Canada.
Okay, I'll give it to you, Katie. All right, let's change up the suggestion here. I also saw the word beach. The worst thing to say or do at the beach.
You know, this beach isn't heated. I just do aerobics all the time.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Excuse me, there's like tons of sharks out there, but I don't really want to tell anyone because I just really want to see someone get eaten.
No, it's so rude.
Hey, Cheryl, I forgot my swim bottoms, so I'm just gonna use this fanny pack here in the front, okay?
Yes.
I'm allergic to sand.
Yes.
Do you want that ice cream cone you dropped? No? I'll get it.
Oh, yeah, I'll give it to you. Katie, Captain Katie, stay there. You're stuck in the box. In chat, can you please give me a suggestion of somewhere you might be with just like 2 other people? So 3 total. 3 total. Small gathering. Small gathering. A theater, a phone booth. Oh my gosh. Since when? Ferris wheel. What? Another person in a photo booth. Okay, let's do photo booth. The worst thing you could say or do in a photo booth.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Yes.
Hey, what's happening in here? All right, sit down. I'm gonna sit on your lap. My name's Daryl.
Yes.
Whew. Glad I finally found a changing booth that's open.
And that is time in the game of foot and mouth. All right, players, get on out of here. Announcer Doug is going to tabulate the final scores for this game. But before we do that, we've got some people to thank. Let's give it up for Doug Okar, who's been our announcer all evening, and one day will make it to the rank of captain, but until then is just an announcer. Let's give it up, too, for John Hilson, who's been playing the keys for us all evening. There he is. Hi, John. How's it going? So give it up for John Hilson, give it up for Doug Okar, and most importantly, give it up for yourselves for staying in this occasion and watching some live theater. Thank you so much if you paid the cost of a ticket to come into the show. Even if you couldn't, thank you so much for being here. Just being here means so much to us. We're going to throw up a link in chat to tinyurl.com/CSE Twin Cities. You can use that. Think of it like a virtual tip jar. And what we're going to do there is all the money that we get from these shows, from the sales of your tickets or from your support that you give to us through that link, will go to our players to help them not only survive, but thrive in this current economy and our current world. So if you can, and if you're willing and able, please throw a couple bucks our way to help us keep our players out there doing well in these times. Thank you so much in advance for your generosity. Keep in mind, we have matches here every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. We've got one coming up on the 30th this month, and then June 6th, you're not going to want to miss this match. It's going to be us versus CSE Seattle. We've got to beat them, okay? We've got to beat them. Us versus Seattle on June 6th. You're not going to want to miss that match. Everything you need to know is at csctwincities.com. All right, announcer Doug, is the final score ready?
It is. All right, let's bring the players back out onto the field or the screen. Let's hear it for both teams. They did a great job, but tonight there's only going to be one winner. St. Paul Fire won in that round. They had 10 points in red. The Minneapolis Ice in blue had 9. Let's find out who won. St. Paul Fire had 10 points. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-foot mouse. The total score is 17 for the St. Paul Fire. Give it up for them. Minneapolis Ice, they had 9. They were close behind. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it! For a total score of 14, your winners are the St. Paul Fire. Give it up for the Fire! Thank you, everyone. We have been Comedy Sports. Comedy Sports is brought to you by Bradley Machoff, Logan Martin, Michael Bruckmuller, Katie Moen, Captain of the Ice, Katie Benelli, and winning captain tonight, Nate Hesberg. Of course, let's hear it for your referee, Maria Bartholdi. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our match. Again, we'll be back next Saturday, so check us out then. And also, we will, of course, be playing in June.